It was 9 a.m. at a motor park in Kano. Drivers were calling their passengers. Traders were selling their good. Everything was going in the normal way that it would. But among all of these people, there was a young woman carrying something nobody knows about. That thing wasn't food. It wasn't money. It was bullets. According to reports, DSS officers arrested a 25-year-old woman identified as Nafisa Usman after she was allegedly caught with 200 rounds of ammunition at a motor park in Kano. Now stop and think about that. I didn't say 50. I didn't say 100. 200 rounds of ammunition. That is not something small. That is not something you keep in your bag by mistake. These bullets were reportedly meant for bandits hiding inside Kankara forest. And that is the part that should worry everybody. Because every time you hear that bandits attacked a village, kidnapped school children, stopped vehicles on the road, or even killed innocent people, we all ask the same question. How are these criminals getting weapons? How are they getting bullets? Before moving on, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel now and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss the next episode. During questioning, the suspect allegedly admitted that the bullets had been given to her at Ongua Okumoto Park in Kano. She also allegedly said that the bullets were meant for a bandit hiding inside Kankara forest. Now, many Nigerians know that name, Kankara, because that name brings back a lot of painful memories. Kankara became known around the world in 2020 after gunmen kidnapped hundreds of schoolboys from a secondary school. People could not believe it. Many people remember waking up to the news and asking, how can something like this happen? How can armed men enter a school, take hundreds of children, and disappear into the forest? That incident made many Nigerians realize just how powerful and organized some of these bandit groups had become. And now, hearing that ammunition was allegedly being taken into that same forest is very disturbing, because it suggests to us that these criminals may still have people helping them from outside. And that is the scariest thing about stories like this. Most people think criminals work alone, but many times, there are people behind the scenes who are helping them. There are people supplying them with information. There are people supplying them with food. There are people supplying them with transport. And there are people supplying them with bullets. Without these people, many criminals would not survive for long. The suspect also allegedly mentioned a man called Teso. She claimed that he was the one supplying her with the ammunition and that he worked with the soldier in Lafia. Now, if that part is true, it raises another serious question of how these criminals are getting access to bullets in the first place. Because bullets are not sold in ordinary shops. You cannot just walk into a supermarket and buy them, which means somebody somewhere is helping these criminals get access to ammunition. And that is what makes this story even more frightening. Because if there are people inside the system helping criminals, then it becomes harder to stop insecurity. People often talk about the bandits in the forest, but maybe the bigger danger is the people outside the forest who are helping them. The suspect also allegedly said that she supplied ammunition to a bandit called Malam Haruna. She said a livestock trader in Kano had introduced her to him, and according to her, she also dealt with other people identified as Buba and Abu. Now, when you hear all of these names, it starts to sound like a full network to you. And that is how many criminal groups survive. One person brings the money, one person brings the bullet, one person does the delivery, another person receives the goods. According to the suspect, she had done transactions worth around 5 million naira. That is a huge amount of money, which means there's serious money inside this business. And sadly, when there's money involved, many people are willing to ignore their conscience. Some people do not care who gets hurt as long as they are making their money. But the truth is, every bullet sold to a bandit can destroy lives. And that is why this story is bigger than just one woman being arrested. This story is about the hidden business behind insecurity. It is about the people making money while innocent people are dying. And perhaps the most shocking part is this. The people involved do not always look dangerous. Sometimes they look like normal people. They can be standing beside you in a motor park. They can be sitting beside you in a bus. They can be smiling with you. They can be talking to you, and you may never know what they are carrying. For now, Nafisa Usman says she's sorry because she has now been exposed. But many Nigerians may feel that sorry is not enough. Because if these reports are true, then those bullets could have ended up in the hands of dangerous men. And if that had happened, 200 bullets could have cost 200 lives. Now the big question is this. How many more people are still moving bullets around the country without getting caught? How many more secret suppliers are still out there? And how many more dangerous packages are still traveling through our motor parks every single day? Until next time, my name is Sahid Sunday, and this is Niger True Crime. If you enjoyed this episode, click on the subscribe button and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss the next one. Thank you.